Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing Pixar's new animated film that just came out this past weekend, Inside Out. I saw that with my family when it came out on Friday, and it was amazing. I also like the movie because Riley is the name of the main character, and I do have a little cousin, Riley, who's about 4 years old, and he was sitting on my lap, so he really liked the movie too. Spoilers if you haven't watched this film. If you don't really care if the movie's spoiled for you, you can watch this. If you don't want spoilers, then you might not want to watch this. I don't know if I'm going to give any plot points away, but I thought this movie was a great concept because it shows a different take on how we might feel our emotions and how our emotions affect what we do and what we say, and it was just really cool to see, and I thought it was a very personal movie. I think you could apply yourself within the film and you can kind of experience what Riley, the little girl, the main character, was going through. I liked how Pixar picked 5 emotions: joy, sadness, fear, disgust, and anger. What I really found annoying at first was sadness. I thought sadness was the most annoying emotion ever. I was like, oh my god. Oh, it was kind of frustrating to watch sadness, but by the end of the film, it's like really great to see how much you need sadness. I loved Amy Poehler as Joy, I loved Bill Hader as Fear, and Mindy Kaling as Disgust. I love those 3 actors, and so I was really excited to hear their voices, and it was just awesome. My favorite emotion was, it had to be joy. I'm really not an optimistic person a lot of the times, but just watching her, it reminded me of one of my best friends who's like super optimistic about everything. It's like, come on, let's be positive, you can do this, and it reminded me of her. And I love Amy Poehler so much. Parks and Rec and SNL, I even have like her book that I just love her so much. There's this character named Bing Bong, and he is the most weird looking character I think Pixar has ever created. He's apparently made mostly out of cotton candy, has the tail of a cat, the nose of an elephant, and is also part dolphin. But he's a really great character in the movie, and I actually thought there was going to be a bad guy, and if there was going to be like a villain or something, I thought he would be that character, but he didn't end up being like that. Dream sequences were really cool. It was funny to see how they develop dreams in Inside Out, and all of the like workers in your brain apparently look like little multicolored jelly beans. It was also great to see all the different emotions in other people's brains. So you saw Riley's mom, you saw Riley's dad, you saw a dog's brain, you saw a cat's brain, you saw a clown's brain. It was really cool to see all the memories that Riley had made over the years, and they were all in these like little see-through orbs that you could rewind and play back, and most of the memories were good. Once sadness and joy get stuck together in long-term memory, then you see that anger, fear, and disgust have to work Riley. It looks like a normal reaction on the outside, like to someone who just had to move their whole life away, but on the inside, like chaos is happening within. So I think that was a cool balance. I think this movie was really great for younger kids to watch because it kind of explains why certain emotions are important and how they play out. Sometimes you just need to feel something to get to another feeling that you might have. So I think this is the biggest spoiler of the movie. Joy was trying to make Riley happy all the time, to keep her happy, because she moves from Minnesota to San Francisco, and she loses her best friend, she misses playing hockey, she misses her old house, and as all the chaos is going in her brain, like, she begins to start feeling less and less, and of course she feels anger, disgust, and fear all the time. So it's kind of really chaotic. What starts the chaos is that the core memories are flowing out in long-term memory, and they have to get them back to headquarters, and joy and sadness are trying to get back, but joy is not letting sadness touch any memory, because as soon as sadness touches a memory, that memory becomes sad. And so Joy's like, no, we need to keep Riley as happy as possible. And so she refuses to let sadness do anything to take hold of the core memories. And then what they realize at the end is that you need to feel sadness to get over a situation that's tough like that, or you need to feel anger, you need to feel disgust with something, you need to feel fear, you need to feel joy. Like, all of these emotions are important. Like, the other emotions, anger, fear, disgust, and joy, they were all like working really well and they were doing great, and they were like trying to keep sadness away at bay. Like, they put sadness in a circle and was like, stay right here. And so that was pretty funny, but I thought it was a really important lesson for kids to learn. And then I think maybe some people my age might need to learn that too. I know I need to feel sadness a lot, and then I'll feel happy after that. It's like, I'll have a good cry and then I'll feel better about it. Then I can get back to work. It was a really good film, and I think it's really important for kids to learn that. It just shows you how integral all emotions are, not just individual ones. Like, you can't always feel happy, you can't always feel sad, you can't always be angry, you can't always be like disgusted or afraid of anything. So I think that's the end of my spiel about the movie. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more Disney related content, and I will put it out there for you. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day and that you feel great inside and out. Okay? Take care. The foot is down, the foot is down. Yeehaw!